That was just incredible how he moved from like more of a tenor approach, like an operatic tenor, into a soprano tonality, just like that. So smoothly.
Run, run, lost boy, they say to me.
Hey everyone, are you guys ready for another video of me falling in love with DIMASH? Now, you might ask yourself, how do you know you're gonna like this performance? My answer to you is, it's DIMASH. So, yeah, it's gonna happen.
Я в глаза твои, как в зеркало смотрюсь. Отражение потерять свое боюсь. Не хочу, чтоб я лишь гостем был в сумраке.
There's a very, very soft approach to this beginning part, just coming in with very, very full chest voice, but not going in too intense. He's really understated with this beginning, and that leaves a lot of room for it to grow. But I mean, I'm still blown away with how low his voice can go, how much intensity he can get in that low range when he has such an incredible high range. If you want to see an uncut version of this video, check out the link in the description.
Словно солнце в мире не было до нас. От забот и мелких ссор я тебя увел, и ключи от счастья для тебя нашел.
You can see he's also a master actor. Like, he is acting out the part of what he's singing. You can see he's really feeling those lyrics as he's singing them. I find that that's one of the harder parts for beginner singers to learn, is that they need to go beyond just the basics of learning how to sing and the technicalities and really get into the character of the song that they're singing. That's what DIMASH does so well.
Любовь похожая на сон, сердец хрустальных перезвон.
I love how flawless and soft that middle part of his voice is. Like, he's not quite in a head voice tonality. It's in a little bit of a mix. I would call it a head voice mix. He's using a very, very minuscule amount of airflow and pressure between the vocal cords, getting just this ever so soft place in his voice. It's just finding that beautifully. And it's without any sort of stutters or, you know, missteps, because here is where your voice is actually most vulnerable, right here in his voice. He could potentially, you know, just have a small crack or a pop, but nothing there. Like, it's incredible how he's able to do that so flawlessly. If you want to get a free lesson from me, click the link down below.
Я тихим эхом повторю, любовь похожая на сон, счастливым сделала мой дом.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. How he's just so gently, like almost like a lullaby, just softly. It's like the voice of an angel, kind of very gently walking you through his entire range. And I'm sure later on we're going to get to more of his higher range. But it's just incredible how he's just ever so gently and live on top of it all, where things could go awry and you only have one take to do it in. It's nerve-wracking.
Пускай не кончится она.
And now he just goes to breath there. And I like what the audio engineers did. They put on an echo just on that one syllable, one sound, and it helps for it to fade away. And you can really hear how his voice fades away on that one note, that one syllable. So here's the theatrics. Here's where he's playing the part.
Мне в глазах твоих себя не потерять.
All right, so we're midway through the video, and here's where he's starting to dig into his voice a little bit more. He's adding in a little bit more chest voice, a little bit more chord closure, and a little bit more support. And that's where you're really hearing his full voice come into its own.
И своей мечтой заслужил я это счастье быть с тобой.
And you can really hear how he plays with his resonance very effectively for different parts that he's singing. So I'm just going to take you back here and I'm going to show you exactly where he's placing his voice. So that's very much forward, right into the mask is what we call it, right in the front of his face right here. No. Falls back right there. So he allows it to go from that very forward placement to further back. Now bringing it more forward in a mask. On that ma was very forward and then oh, very further back. So he really is shaping his vocal tract very differently based on the vowels he's singing and the resonance pattern that he wants to get for every single one of the syllables that he's singing. Very forward there. That one move further back. So there, you move from head voice, a very, very pure head voice, now into more of a mix. Let me play that back so that I don't interrupt that note. More to mix. Now getting more chesty. That was just incredible how he moved from like more of a tenor approach, like an operatic tenor, into a soprano tonality, just like that, so smoothly. So easy. He makes the hardest things look so simple. It's incredible what he's doing. That's what we were waiting. Look at how he's approaching these, and I'll back it up so that I'm not interrupting. But I'm sorry, I get ahead of myself here. But he's really widening all of these notes, belting them very, very forward in the front of his face as he's doing it. Okay, sorry, here. Suspense. Very wide. Wow. So you hear that super straight tone and then at the end throwing in a vibrato. The vibrato was a little bit on the push side. It didn't quite have the float that 99% of the time his vibrato has. So it's good to know he's human. There was a little bit of a force to try to get that going. It wasn't as free spinning. But I mean, with that said, he was holding out the note on a straight tone for like 20 seconds before that. So just something to keep in mind when I'm talking about that. So let's hear that again in full so I'm not interrupting it. Listen to that support.
Bravo!
Definitely bravo. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button down below. If you want to see more videos like this, check out that one right there. You're going to like it.